Hello, everyone. This is Eleanor Rigby. I was holding my late husband's worn leather watch strap this morning, and it brought a flood of memories rushing back. Time is a thief, my friends, but it is also the most brutal, honest teacher we have. If I hadn't learned the hard truth about aging and what we actually need in our final chapters, I would have lost everything. Before I tell you this story, please subscribe. I want to pass this wisdom down before I'm gone so you don't make the same mistakes. When we got married in 1969, we didn't have a penny to our names. We slept on a thrift store mattress in a drafty apartment. Young people today might not understand this, but back then, when something was broken, you didn't throw it away. You got out the glue, you fixed your shoes, and you fixed your marriage. During the economic crisis of the late 1970s, things got unbelievably bleak. Let me tell you the truth. It wasn't a fairy tale. In fact, it was the hardest year of my life. One freezing evening, the power company cut off our electricity. I came home exhausted to a pitch-black apartment and completely broke down. I screamed at Arthur in the dark and told him I was leaving. I can still hear his voice. It wasn't angry, it was trembling. He lit a single candle, looked at me with tears in his tired eyes, and said, "Ellie, you are my wife. We starve together or we feast together, but we do it together." Think about that. We starve together or we feast together. We chose loyalty that night. We built a steady, quiet life, raised our children, and grew old together. But when I was 60, my Arthur got sick. Within 6 months, the man who was my anchor was gone. In the lonely years that followed, well-meaning friends pushed me to get back out there. I watched peers desperately try to buy back their youth by finding girlfriends and boyfriends. They wanted expensive dinners and romance, but when health problems arose, those new flames vanished. They didn't sign up to be nurses. I fell into this trap myself. At 64, I started dating a handsome widower named Richard. He called me his girlfriend. It felt exciting until the anniversary of Arthur's death. I called Richard, completely shattered and weeping. He awkwardly told me he had a golf game scheduled and that I should just take a bath and cheer up. He didn't want a partner. He wanted a playmate. In all my 77 years, that was the moment the veil lifted. Experience has taught me this, and I want you to listen carefully. If you are an older man watching this, never get a girlfriend after 60. And if you are a woman, never get a boyfriend. I learned this truth at 77, and why you should too. The words girlfriend and boyfriend belong to the springtime of life. They belong to fleeting romance. But in your 60s and 70s, you are in the deep winter of your life. The stakes are incredibly high. You don't need a playmate to parade around a country club. You need a witness. You need someone who understands the sacred weight of a life well lived. Love isn't a feeling you have. It's a decision you make every morning. Modern dating has turned human beings into catalogs, pursuing shallow gratification and ignoring the values that actually sustain us. Patience, sacrifice, loyalty. My late husband used to say, "The deepest roots grow in the harshest winters." You cannot grow those kinds of roots with someone who is only there for the sunny days. I promise you, filling the void of loss with a superficial romance will only leave you feeling more isolated. If you invite someone into your life at this age, look for a true partner. Look for someone comfortable sitting in absolute silence with you. Look for someone who doesn't mind that your joints ache. When it rains, I spend my days now tending to my garden and my memories. I am alone in my house, but I am not lonely. I carry the profound love I shared with Arthur as an armor that protects me from the foolishness of chasing lost youth. Please hear an old soul out. Embrace your age. Do not trade your hard-earned dignity for the cheap thrill of a late-in-life fling. Seek depth, or learn to find the profound, quiet joy in your own sacred company.